Hey guys, what's up? It's Sam. We are going to do a little series on snatch pull and snatch high pull, some variations that we're looking for from you guys and what we're actually looking for when we see these. So what I'm going to do is play this first series for you from the floor. These are 2 snatch high pulls followed by 1 snatch, and then we'll analyze those a little bit. Then we'll go back and we'll see another variation from the block. So we'll watch these at speed first. This is 110 kilos or 242. Alright, so we saw that in full speed, so let's watch it in slow-mo here. We'll look at, see if we can see some things that we're trying to instill in you guys when you do your snatch high pulls. So we break the ground, right? We're coming up at the knee, shoulders still over the bar if we're looking from the side. We come up right here. We make contact, right? As you can see, the knees shoot forward, the chest goes back to get to the same power position. Right about there. Still have straight arms there, okay? Now what we're going for when we get this snatch high pull is what we really want to see is these elbows drive straight up like they're on strings. Okay, we're going to want to see a shrug first, followed by imagining that right here with these yellow arrows that our elbows are going to be driven straight up for that high pull, and actually do a little chest touch on those. So let's clear that and let's see what happens here. So we get extension, right? It's clear. We got a shrug there. Arms are starting to bend now. Okay, keep going. Oh, all right. So I don't do some things so well. As you can see right here, this is about the height of the bar, the maximum height that the bar is going to get right there. We would prefer that the elbow, okay, would still be above kind of our wrist there, would be ideal. Oops, that one was ugly. Okay. And we would get more of that scarecrow look that we're after versus this kind of like dead even and elbows pulling back is what we would see if we looked from the side of this. So it was looking pretty good, but then I mean you could see there that the hand is even, especially on this one side right here. You can see that the elbow is actually below the bar. We want that elbow to be staying above the bar and above the wrist the whole time. Here's rep number 2. Let's see some same things. Alright, okay, knees go forward there. Contact with the hip, good. Arms still straight, just like we saw. Let's see what happens on this one. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Oops, I missed one of them. So this looks like apparently the actual snatch. So let's watch that. Let's see what's going on here. See more will pull back a little more aggressively this time. So same thing, the feet move, they land, okay. Continue to pull under, rack, and then stand. The next variation we're going to look at here from the blocks is a snatch pull with straight arms, then a snatch high pull, then a snatch. So it looks like this is also 240, I believe, 242. So we'll watch them at full speed first. High pull, or pull, high pull with chest touch, snatch. Alright. Alright, while we're here, I want to talk about a couple things that you guys can always control when you're getting set up from the blocks or from the floor. And this is some stuff that I think that a lot of people are missing when they get set up. So one of the first things is cocking the wrists back, okay, towards your own body, all right, I think is very, very important. Cocking those wrists towards the body is going to allow us for a much faster turnover. You can think also maybe of this is just getting your knuckles towards the ground, okay? If your knuckles are pointed towards the ground, you're in pretty good position. If your knuckles are not pointed dead down, then you might have I think you're gonna have a slower turnover for that. The next thing is we want to internally rotate your shoulder. So what you can imagine is taking your elbow and rotating them towards the front of, if you're at an actual meet, rotating your elbows out away from your body, or trying to go as forward with your elbows toward the crowd as possible. Okay, once you have that internal rotation, you still do want to get tight. Okay, you see they're rotating there, getting tight. Right, you're still going to want to squeeze your lats together, and look at that. Whoa, creepy face. Neutral gaze, looking straight ahead the whole time. All right, you're not Peerless D Mustard. You shouldn't throw your head upwards and back in a crazy direction. You're not him. There was only one. Okay? So, let's watch this first. Just snatch pull. So we drive from the ground. Knees go forward, right? We get to the power position there clearly. Arms are still straight, right? As you can see. And then what we just do is continue to go straight up. Whoops, that's down. It's not the way I want it to go. Straight up with a shrug. Okay, boom, big shrug. There's a little bit of arm bend because it's just kind of a follow through, and that stays nice and close to our body. It's kind of going to hit on our ribs there, okay, or even a little bit higher. Now, this high pull I like better than the one that I showed you guys in the first video. Because look at these elbows here. We have a really scarecrowed out deal. Okay, and that's really what we want, okay? So we can see that scarecrow thing that we're trying to recreate. The elbow is much higher than the wrist and the bar. It stays up like that. Full extension down here if we zoom in. Okay, clear that. Go back a little bit. If we zoom, damn it, Beavis. We can see my feet, I'm fully extended. Okay, that's close enough. There. We're still extended. Now, at this point, we would want to be back on the way down if we were actually doing a snatch. Okay, bar comes back down. We get reset. And then we'll see our full snatch again. Wrists are cocked, right? Elbows rotated out, neutral gaze. Got to that same position. Didn't pull the elbows quite as high. Had a little bit more lean back. But nice pull under. Drives aggressively through. Makes the snatch. Okay? So, those are some things that we are after when we are doing snatch pulls, snatch high pulls. And we normally build those in before we actually snatch. So.